can't believe it, I complained. I can't fucking believe it. Language, Uncle Lyle snapped. Mum and I gave him a thunderous look. Avie just laughed. A, I continued, how did you capture one? And B, how are we not dead? I stood there in the basement, watching the purple alien swing gently from the ceiling. When Mum got home, she had hung her upside down from a meat hook Avie lent her, and wrapped her in plastic from Avie's butcher shop. The result was perverse. And see, if we get raided, I had nothing to do with it, okay? Whatever. Mum slapped the alien awake. Mind taking Jason upstairs? Yeah, sure. Hey, Jason, ever play Minecraft? I was just relieved to not be involved in this. What's Minecraft? The kid was busy staring at the Shilvanti hanging up in our basement. Come on, we gotta go grab my laptop and I'll show you. The laptop in question was my old computer I used in high school that had, miraculously, not committed harakiri yet. No video games, please, Lyle added, as he made for the door. This time the look Mum and I gave him could have curdled milk. Fine, whatever. Now with that, Jason and I were gone. He followed me up as I went and got my laptop, setting up in the kitchen. As I got started and showed him the basic stuff, I noticed something. Jason wasn't staring at the game. He was doing that thing where he stared blatantly at my scars while kind of trying not to be caught staring. Hey, my little cousin quickly averted his eyes. It's alright, I said. I got hurt a few months ago, sorry for scaring you. I slid the mouse and laptop towards him. It's alright. Jason tried building a house. They look cool. That wasn't what I was expecting. I was just glad I wasn't scaring him. Want to see something else? I clapped my teeth together. Whoa! Barbara waited till the kids were gone, then counted to 10, and gave her prisoner another wake-up slap. Where am I? The alien moaned. Somewhere, Barb said. And we have so much fun in store. She gave Mr. Avie the look, and he reached down and started laying the tools from the butcher shop on the table. The alien looked terrified at all the knives and saws the man laid out. If she could have, she would have jumped at the shawing some of those butcher knives made. But first, Barbara shot up her prisoner with a diabetes needle she'd purchased. The alien made a little yip as Barb injected it. You have been injected with a compound known as GHB. It is designed to enforce compliance. True serum. Okay, that wasn't how GHB worked at all, but the aliens probably had different names for it, so the lie still worked. Second, it wasn't even GHB. She shot the alien up with saline solution after boiling the needle for hours. No need to kill the client. Second, it is an amnesiac. You will not remember this session. Far as real GHB was concerned, that was true, though admittedly GHB was only a mild one. And that was Avie's cue. He spoke into a tape recorder. Beginning session 30. Barb could see the confusion and horror in the alien's eyes. How long had it been here? What had it already told Barbara and company? You can't understand us, can you? Stupid question. It had been begging them in fluent, if accented English, the whole ride home before Avie knocked it out with a knock to the noggin. Still, it helped to establish a dialogue. The client nodded frantically. Good. Barbara looked over to Lyle, then back at the client. Who kidnapped my baby brother? My nephew. The alien looked around frantically. I. Barbara sighed. You didn't hear any rumours? No. Accidentally hearing someone talk? No. Coming across a few files that got put in the wrong place? Avie sighed. Well, in ancient times, people would eat the brains of prisoners to gain their knowledge, he lied. The alien's eyes slowly widened as he picked up a butcher's saw. A barbaric practice, he added, slowly inching the saw towards the client's head, but an effective one. The saw got closer and closer. Wait, the alien yelled. Don't eat my brain! Come on, we can figure this out! Don't eat my brain! She got her head back, trying to get it away. Don't eat my brain! Fuck! I'll talk! Come on, I'll talk! I'll talk! I think she's had enough, Barbara said, turning off the saw, barely an inch from her skull. She had a new idea. Who are those girls protecting you? My Lulagaish! My security professionals. They weren't my usual ones. Mum had them pull off a squad to protect me. Please take those knives away. But they got called away for some special assignment, and I got Croker and Arinia instead. Rich girl. A squad taken for a special job. Didn't take a genius to put two and two together. Who were the old crew? Miss, I really don't want anyone to get hurt. A lot more people, namely yourself, are going to be hurt if you don't talk, Avie growled. He whirred the saw a few times. Okay, fine. They call themselves Head Splitter. Once the girl was done talking, Barbara followed Avie into the other room. The old butcher turned up the furnace till he was sure nobody could hear him. Barbara, we need to talk. Of course. Barbara knew exactly what this was about. Favors for favors. You help me out, it's only fair I help you. Avie nodded. You know about my big operation in the works. I need you to get people involved. Guns too, weapons. Replace what you used. Barbara nodded, lighting a cigarette off the rapidly heating furnace. That's a tall order. She took a drag. I'll see what I can do. I knew I could count on you. Avie nodded. Jason and I were clearing out the side of a mountain to build another house for our city, when Mum came back upstairs. To clarify, he was. I was watching. How goes the cold-blooded torture? I kept watching Jason. Wow, keep it down, would you? Mum went to the fridge and got a case of beer. She passed me one. He can't hear us. I tapped the headphones on Jason's head. Good. Light would have both our heads if Jason heard that. Now you still know that hacker kid? Mum took a drink. You mean the one I knew in high school? Mum was referring to a friend of mine from high school. He was some crazy computer geek who'd help people with things in exchange for Red Bull. Is that a problem? I don't even know if he's still around. Or alive. I opened my beer and took a drink. I mean, last I heard of him, he'd been arrested for identity theft. Can't hurt to take a look, can it? Guess not. I drained my beer. Mind feeding our guests before you go? Mum fished in the freezer for some chopped liver. Passover was coming, figured she must have cooked it for the cedar. Sure. I took the bowl and went back downstairs. The girl must have heard me coming down. She tried to turn to look at me. I told you, I don't know anything else, she moaned in accented English. The girl sounded German, almost, or Russian. I couldn't place it exactly, but she sounded like she'd been crying. Relax. I put down the bowl and got a spoon. Food. Oh, thank the Empress. I was worried I was going to die down here. They already tried to eat my brain. Wait, what? I took a fork and scooped out some of the liver. Open. She opened her mouth and accepted the meaty paste. Damn, that's really good. What is it? She chewed and swallowed. Chopped liver. I got the next bite ready. I'm going to have to see about getting some of these chopped animals sent back to Shill. No, it's chicken livers. Chopped into paste. Damn, what was I doing? I was Tom the Alien Slayer and yet... Oh. She opened up for the next bite. You know, you're a lot nicer than the other interior agents I've run into. I slid the fork in. I'm not an agent, maybe that's why, she said once she swallowed. Mum sent me here to learn how to be one. It was like, what's a job you don't get paid for, but it gives educational experience? An internship? ROTC? Yeah, that. Like, I don't even want to join the interior, but like, Mum got it in her head that being a teacher wasn't a good calling for a Dasari, which sucks because, like, I'm not even going to inherit anything, so why should it matter? Yeah, that blows. I didn't claim to know anything about how the Shilvanti nobility worked, aside from them being assholes. Wait, did you say you wanted to be a teacher? Yeah, small children. No kidding. I wanted to do the same thing. Was actually going to start student teaching, but then, well... She knew exactly what I meant. Yeah, I know how that feels. I'm sorry. Wasn't really your fault, I guess. Well, you didn't personally invade my planet, did you? I didn't know what I was feeling. These last few years, the Shilvanti had all just been the masked soldiers who made my life very difficult. I guess they were like people. Some were awful, some were great. You know, hearing you wanted to be a teacher didn't surprise me one bit, the prisoner said, after I gave her another bite. I saw how gentle you were bringing that boy upstairs. He yours? Nah, I shook my head. Cousin. Should I have been telling her this? Data Officer Borzen sat in her office, staring at her screens and equipment. She sifted through data upon data. She had access to all the communication channels from across the planet. Here was a dispatch about a viral disease in the China region that had been eradicated. There was something about fighting it in one place or another. The human internet was a frightening thing. In some ways it behaved more like a living creature, albeit one made mostly of porn. That being said, it was easy to jack her equipment into it. One of the first things she'd done was set up a monitoring system. Certain terms were flagged, names of high-value individuals, anything relating to the Interior or Shilvanti operations on Earth, things related to Shilvanti military capabilities. Any time a flagged term was mentioned, the system would look into it. Most of the time it was just nerds discussing tactics from the safety of their armchairs, or somebody discussing the news. Anything that didn't check out was kicked directly up to the data officers to appraise. This one was a doozy. Somebody in Warfield, Maryland, had literally entered a string of terms into a computer. Head splitter, interior, Warfield chainsaw massacre, Uncle Bill, Taparata. Borzen was fairly certain the head splitter in this case was not the EDM artist. Borzen got on the line to Director Rishi in Maryland. "Hey, boss? Data Officer Borzen?" Rishi looked tired, like she'd just woken up. "We have a possible security breach in Maryland." She sent Rishi the file. "Is this the whole thing?" Rishi yawned. "That's it. String of words. I suggested taking head splitter and moving them to a secure location, preferably not a Shulvanti run location. If Warfield was anything to go by, they'll attack those first." "Fuck yeah. Intercept? Ascertain, advise. Whatever started at Warfield, I think it's still going on." It's an obvious trap too. Keep radio traffic to a minimum. Use couriers whenever possible."